Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you. This is Steve Pineda once again coming to you with a reference to the voucher. Please remember that anything I say through this medium is not to be kept as a legal counsel, but rather check with your attorneys and ask them if you could use that as a legal counsel. However, your attorneys will be better suited to recommend any issues on this matter. Okay, the voucher. As you know, I'm big about the voucher. This is important because the voucher is something that's received generally at the end of every case or the settlement of every workers' comp case. Any employee has rights in California. So I'm talking strictly or directly to employees in California. People that work in California and that get hurt have rights. And so, seek for those rights through your attorney or individually because you will find them. However, the voucher. I want to say something, and that is the voucher is a state form. Let me just say that again. The voucher is a state form. It's not to be taken lightly, which means that every line on that form is supposed to be filled out. If it is not filled out correctly, like sometimes, let's say claims adjusters leave their phone number out, or they leave their email out, or they leave the proof of service unsigned, or they leave the ADJ number, or the ADJ number is the case number. They leave it out of the proof of service. So, all of these things, all of the information filled out or filled in this form is essential, and it's vital. So perhaps, and I don't know if this has been tested or it has or it hasn't, but if the voucher is not completely filled out, there is a chance that you may be entitled to a new voucher with a new date of proof of service. I'm just saying this is quite a possibility. Once again, check with your attorneys on that. But this is something that may be the cost or the reason for you to get a new voucher. Why should you get a new voucher? For many reasons. A lot of people just when you get a voucher, you are supposed to get a $5,000 check from the state of California. However, you have to apply. Some people just forget about it, and they just put the paper away, and then a year goes by, and then they call, they are informed about their rights, and it just so happens that it has expired already, so they cannot get the $5,000 anymore. So this is very, very important information. So once again, if the voucher is not completely filled out, it is a state form. There's a possibility that you may be entitled to a new voucher. I'm just saying, test it out, speak to your attorneys, and if you don't have an attorney, give me a call. I can recommend you to a good attorney. Thank you so much. My name is Steve Pineda. This is Voucher Help, and I'm logging out. Thank you so much.